anyway, so for today, welcome to Virtual Chinese Bridge Summer Camp. And my name is Maggie, I'm in Chenghuang University. But today, the weather is really good, so I think I can take you guys to the most scenic places in Shanghai. Like for example, the Waitan, the Bund, it's very famous. So I hope you can have a good time and follow me. We're leaving now, so see you there. Bye-bye. So hello guys, finally we are at the Bund, and behind me we can see a river. This river is the Huangpu River, and behind it there are so many tall buildings. A long time ago, like 40 years ago, this place had nothing. It was like just like land, firm with nothing. But now it has so many skyscrapers. For example, we can see one of the buildings, and when you see this building, you know you're finally in Shanghai. This is called the Shanghai Oriental Pearl Tower. It's like maybe the most beautiful scenic thing in Shanghai. When you're up there, you can see like a view of Shanghai. You can see around the river, and maybe at night, if you're lucky, you can see the lighting at night and the beauty of it. On my other hand, we have the Shanghai Center. This building, it's like the tallest building in Shanghai. And on top of it, we have like an observatory floor. You can go at night or even during the day. You just have to pay just something little, and then you can see the view. You can see the whole of Shanghai at night. It's super fantastic. So when you have time, you can come along and enjoy the view. Now guys, we come from Pudong to Puxi. Now here, it dates to about 150 years ago. This takes us back to like the mid-19th century. So during this time, Shanghai has like a history of opening up to the world. So we saw foreign investors coming to Shanghai for investment. So that meant that they needed obviously the banks, they needed the clubs, they needed shopping places, yeah, something like that. So they built up some buildings with foreign architectural design, and what they built during that period, it was considered as the most beautiful buildings, or the most beautiful place rather, in Far East Asia. And I will introduce some of them to you. So among those buildings, we have the Peace Hotel. This hotel, during that time, it was considered as the name card of Shanghai. Yeah, inside the building, there are so many suites of different styles. So when international celebrities come to visit Shanghai, this is the place they choose to stay. Just right outside the hotel, there's a street. This street is called the Nanjing Road. It is very famous for shopping. You can find very many famous brands like Gucci and do your shopping there. So when you come to Shanghai, this is a must-visit street. Then right next to the hotel, we have another building. This building is the Bank of China building. So in this place, it has a very interesting style. So it has a combination of the Western architectural style and the Chinese kind of style. So at the top of it, you can see it's the Chinese kind of style, and the rest of it is the Western architectural style. Next to Peace Hotel, we have another building. This is the Bank of China building. So this building is kind of a bit interesting. It has a combination of both the Western architectural style and the Chinese style. At the top, we can see it has the Chinese style, and the rest of it is the Western architectural style. So the two buildings, they look like they are almost of the same height. So it has a history. It's said that the two buildings, they were in kind of a competition. They were like in a competition of who is the man. So they were playing with the height. So the buildings, they look like of the same height. So have you ever heard of a building where it has a clock on top of it, and this clock, it rings after every 15 minutes? So here we are. Actually, this building from appearance, it looks like a building in Kenya, a city hall building or a parliament building in Nairobi, Kenya. Anyway, originally, this building, it used to be a lighthouse for the ships coming in, because we have the Huangpu River just on the other side. So it used to be like a lighthouse for the ships coming in. So this is where foreigners would deal with the customs. So it used to be just a customs office. The foreigners would do the whole process of like coming into another country and then do their business. So later on, as we know from history, Shanghai government, or rather Shanghai, became liberated in 1949. So Shanghai government, they brought their offices here. So this became Shanghai government municipal office building. Later on, after so much changes, they transferred their services to the People's Square. So this building just remained as a normal or a typical office building. So among all the buildings at the Bund, this building was considered to be the most splendid one. And why is that? This building, as we can see from its appearance, it looks like a dome. It has the shape of a dome. This resembles the Greek traditional architectural design. So this building is a major historical and cultural heritage protected at national level. So at the entrance of the building, we have two lions. These two lions, of course, they signify a bank. So these originally used to be a HSBC bank, which means Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation. So when you go inside the building, it has a lot of paintings. These paintings, they represent each branch that they have around the world. And then during that period, HSBC, it took the largest share when it came to banking services. As of the moment, this building is now the Shanghai Pudong Development Bank. I know you're wondering, or rather curious, what about the traditional Chinese architectural design? Here we are. This place is known as the City God Temple area. This god is believed to protect the local people as well as maybe the foreigner. So this place, when you come here, you get to enjoy a variety of street food. You can enjoy the Chinese cuisine. You can also buy souvenirs and maybe take them to your friends. And also you can buy the traditional, or rather the Chinese attires, which are very famous around the world. Then during the Spring Festival, thousands of Chinese people and foreigners, they flock this area to come and enjoy the atmosphere here. Because during this Spring Festival, we have the lanterns. We have a lantern show, so people come over to enjoy with their friends and with their families, and as well as welcome the new year. Yeah, we talked about street food. So now I bring you to a place where you can get to enjoy the local dishes, yeah, or rather the local snacks and food. So in this place, with me, I have some buns, as you can see. Inside this bun, we have some meat, and then outside of it, we have a sprinkle, or maybe they sprinkle some sesame seeds. So this is called Bao. Yeah, so when you come here, make sure you do enjoy Bao. So I'm going to try. I heard it's very delicious, so I'm going to try it by myself today. So follow me. So And they say if you go to the Rome, do what the Romans do. So when you come here, this is how we eat it. You take a pair of chopsticks. Yeah, this is how you hold them. You can learn how to use them. And I have with me vinegar. With me I have vinegar, and this is how you use it. You pour some vinegar on this bowl, small bowl, and then what you do next, hold your chopsticks carefully, and let's get to enjoy. We know whether it's delicious though. So yeah, so carefully hold your bun, your Shenzhen bao, and then you smear it across this, and you can have a bite. Let's see. It's delicious. So make sure when you come here you get to enjoy this Shenzhen bao.